and welcome. This is Chinmayee Abbey. I'm an internationally certified career coach at my company called ChangeUrStory. And I'm sure you know by now about this series, very special to my heart, this work that I'm doing at Exploring Life with God. This is a video series that we put together where I interview one guest each time in each episode, and we hear about their journey of having met God and being with God and how has their life been impacted. And on that note, welcome to this episode. And today I have another very special guest called Mr. Nitin Pathak. He is a qualified chartered accountant, has been practicing for last 3 decades now in Ahmedabad in India. And I'm very excited to meet him. And I remember when I asked him about his journey, he shared that my journey started with all the bondages, I think like for most of us. And he was stuck with the social and religious stigmas, and then something altered in his life. He met Mr. Mukherji. And I'm sure you know by now who Mr. Mukherji is, isn't it? Right? So I welcome you yet again for this episode of meeting with another guest. This time we have Mr. Nitin Pathak. And welcome yet again to Exploring Life with God. On that note, let me invite and call Mr. Nitin Pathak. Sir, very warm welcome.
Thank you.
Hi,
Good afternoon right now.
good afternoon. How are you?
Yes, fine.
Very excited to be with you, to talk to you, sir. And thank you for your time and for agreeing to do this.
My pleasure.
So, sir, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? आप अपने बारे में कुछ बताइए.
I'm I'm born in next year. Today I'm X plus 6 decade. Okay.
Wow.
And had been with like I call today Pradip sir as a god. Previously I was now a few years back I call him as Pradip sir. Previously उनको प्रदीप भाई बोलता था. I met him in some seminar, and the day I met him, I was just like impressed, not only impressed but mesmerized, and he changed my life. I was living life with a mission to prove something, like change your story. But you can change your story with just meeting God, God's love. I'd been lucky enough to be with him for so many years. Okay. But I can talk about him for years and years and I can write a book. But right now, what he's saying, use my photo, use the God's photo. Now, there are so many YouTube presentation available, audio available, photo available, card available. If you want to change your story, use the card for 30 days. Once you use the card, what what God says now, previously was Pradip Bhai, Sir, Pradip Bhai, and Pradip. It started like that. So what today, let me not go back too much. Pradip Sir says he's a God. His photo is of a God, and he is really God. Once you use it, now everyone in this arena, there are people try to manipulate people, and we are not manipulating people. We say just use this card, tell all your problems to the God, okay? And most of your problem may or may not be solved, but your storyline will change. How? Because life is all about experience of life. And why we cannot experience a life is because we are stuck in our bondages of life. What is bondage? We want something different than what you have it.
Absolutely.
And you can enjoy what you have.
Correct.
प्रदीप भाई काफी बार बोलते थे मुझे कि आपकी मेहनत से ने अब्बजू रुपया कमाए हैं और आपको भगवान आपको एक राई का दाना देंगे ने तो अभी आप खुश हो जाएंगे. तो what does it mean today in terms of this? Ask God, these are my issues, and He will give it and you will become happy. If you use this card for 30 days, you will be mesmerized, your life would change. And only one condition which God has put nowadays is like After 30 days, you have to choose between these two. Okay, number one. Number two, if you go beyond that, if you are very intellectual and you don't want to you don't want to use the God's card, you want to use your intellect. Okay, then also I ask, use so many videos and audios available on blog. Hear that, prepare a note. Every word, every sentence will make you free from life and your story would change. As Chinmayee is saying, come to me, your story would change. I guarantee you, whosoever come to Chinmayee, whoso explore the life would change.
So interesting that you said, and let me share my little bit about my personal journey with God. Ye before meeting God tha. Come to me and I will help you change your story. But frankly, I don't say that anymore.
But I still say
After
that
after
come,
understanding,
but no. You should still say, come to me and his life would change. Because
uh,
by coming to you, he would be more easily and effortlessly
uh,
connected to a God than he would do on its own. So I still people come to me. I'll be there with you.
how wonderful. Thank you for sharing, Nitin sir. Uh, थोड़ा सा मुझे अपनी आपकी जर्नी के बारे में जानना था कि आप कितने सालों से हैं विद गॉड पहले
And since 95, I'm lucky to be
95.
with him. 95.
No, but no, that was with Pradeep sir before he met God. So he met God in 2015, right? That's when God came to our universe. So basically you've been with him since then. You've been with God, right? So last 9 years now, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like
So अब आप
95 is so many decades.
I
मैंने बोला ना,
know,
I was
right?
living with social stigma and economic stigma and
Correct,
everything. But when I
correct.
met him, all my stigma has disappeared.
Actually
He
यही
is
मेरा
really
क्वेश्चन है.
beyond God. मैं आपको बोलता
Exactly.
हूँ, तुम्हारे पास in this universe there are so many books are available, so many
Yeah.
materials are available. If you're lucky enough to hear the audio of Pradeep sir, God or Pradeep Bhai, you'd be totally different. I'd heard Osho, the good or the best orator in the world. But when I
Yeah.
started listening to the cassette, met him, it changed my life.
So can you Nitin sir, can you just break this down a little bit for people who are watching us? कि आपकी
Pardon?
अपने लाइफ में 9 साल पहले बिफोर मीटिंग गॉड एंड आफ्टर यू मेट गॉड आप उसको
Huh.
कैसे परिभाषित करेंगे अपने जीवन को कि पहले कैसा था और मिलने के बाद आपकी जिंदगी में आपके जीवन में क्या परिवर्तन आया.
Like previously, I was attached to a lot of things. Pradeep bhai was telling me a few stories of life which I would like to share.
हम्म.
It's like he said, uh, in life, everything is predetermined. जब आप पैदा होते हो आज तक तुम्हारी लाइफ में every incident, everything is storyline. Either you accept it or you reject it. For that, he was giving some healing technique. Now he says that, now use my card instead of using your mind. That is one thing. Every incident happening in
हम्म.
your life is a storyline. He was telling previously also. Then another story he was telling, you die. If you die, you got instantly some like Suraj ka gola ki tarah aayega. And you just merge with that gola. And you will not be in this क्या बोलते हैं भूत योनि या बीच योनि में नहीं रहोगे. दूसरा एक
मोक्ष
बार दूसरा
आपको मोक्ष
after
आपको मोक्ष प्राप्त हो जाएगा बेसिकली.
not moksha. Moksha is something different, but you would not be in a realm of life and death. Okay? Moksha is something different. Now God is saying either you are in this universe or you are in the God's realm. That is Paramatma. There are four
करेक्ट.
God story which I don't want to elaborate, but I want to focus on today how you can use this technology, this not technology, the grace which is available to the universe, which is sent by first God, highest God. Now use this material and make
तो
yourself free.
I want to
Yeah.
pause a little bit. आप
Yeah.
जो भी स्टोरी बता रहे हैं तो for our audiences, basically वो सारी information is available in this book, Message from God. This book is actually written by God, but of course to Mr. Pradeep Mukherjee. So उस book की सारी details इस वीडियो के नीचे आपको comment box में मिल जाएंगी. And जो भी Nitin sir was talking about watching the videos of Mr. Pradeep Mukherjee, all those details will be there.
will be some alaggod.com. You just go to
Right,
this
right.
website.
Correct,
You
correct,
just go
correct.
to this website. You have
Yeah.
all material available with you.
और
Alaggod.com.
अब तो ये बुक भी आई थिंक 6 लैंग्वेजेस में है, फाइव या
6 languages.
6 लैंग्वेजेस में.
Mein.
राइट.
Plus, what is there? You just in Google type down Pradip Mukherji, God,
करेक्ट,
Messenger of God. You will get
करेक्ट.
everything. Messenger of God, Pradip Mukherji, you will get everything.
तो
Alaggod.com, go there. Everything would be available. And what Chinmayee says, change your story. You can change your story. Everything you can change it. Because it's not about the story, but your experience about the life is changing. And there is storyline is like this. There is some gap in between. So you'll be able to enjoy more. And what
या
God says, this is your last life. Last life. Enjoy
एंजॉय
it
करो.
fully.
या.
So this is one of the best thing which God
एंड
says.
यू नो द वन थिंग जो आपने एक बहुत प्रोफाउंड और बहुत ब्यूटीफुल बात बोली कि लाइफ स्टोरी लाइन क्या है, बेसिकली इट इज अबाउट हाउ वी एक्सपीरियंस लाइफ. अगर वही बदल जाए तो आपकी ऑब्वियसली यू नो द लाइफ इटसेल्फ विल चेंज फॉर यू. चाहे उसमें एक्चुअली में प्रैक्टिकली कुछ चेंज हुआ या नहीं हुआ, लेकिन द वे आई एम एक्सपीरियंस, क्योंकि मैं शायद खुद वो नहीं रही, राइट? आप शायद वो इंसान ही नहीं है जो आप होते थे अपने आप में. लाइफ इटसेल्फ, द फैब्रिक ऑफ लाइफ विल चेंज in a positive way, in a very positive way, in
Yes.
a very delicious way, isn't it?
You are accepting
So,
the moment to moment to moment
yeah,
to moment.
yeah, yeah.
And we had
So,
last time we met at students in Pune. There were around 400 students. The
hmm,
audio and video is available on blog.
yes.
The students of 8th to 9th standard, the way they are transformed,
Hmm, hmm.
like we are studying, but we are not, we don't know why to study. What for you study? When you relax and study,
Yeah,
instant
yeah,
things happen. You should
absolutely.
be, you should not be, you should be committed. Commitment is something which allow you to explore differently.
Very
So
nice.
I say use
Beautiful.
alaggod.com, use Pradip Mukherji, Google, use the card, use this thing. And I guarantee, there are so many material available in the books. You just use this, make a note. I'm saying use your mind. Mind से अगर भी करना है, prepare a note. And I think you'll be different.
तो नितिन
Chinmayee,
सर, मेरा एक क्वेश्चन और था आपसे कि आपने जब इतने समय से आप परमात्मा के साथ जुड़े हुए हैं, तो वो आप what is that one thing that keeps bringing you back to God and stick with God? It's been what, 9 years now, almost a decade. तो वो कैसे पॉसिबल हुआ आपके लिए?
like जब आप कोई भी जगह पे मैं मंदिर में जाता हूँ, कहीं और जाता हूँ, कोई गुरु के पास से जाऊँ, they want something from you in different
Hmm,
different ways. Okay. Now, when I meet Pradeep Bhai, he never asked from me anything. He is always in the place of giving,
yes.
giving in terms of abundance of his life.
जो
Most of
कहीं
the
देखने
guru,
को नहीं मिलता, जो कहीं देखने
uh,
को नहीं.
absolutely. So we are running a show of alaggod.com with the grace of God. Most of the जो उनके पास जो है वो अपना कुछ देने के लिए जाते हैं. जब भी आप कोई भी जगह पे जाते हो तो दे वुड टेक फ्रॉम यू समथिंग. वो
Correct.
बोलते ये सब मोह माया है, मुझे दे दो. वी डोंट टेक एनीथिंग फ्रॉम एनीवन. वी डोंट हैव आवर एड्रेस. We don't have our mobile number. We say, use this card and enjoy the life.
बिल्कुल,
And I
बिल्कुल.
guarantee you, in this universe, neither anyone has come like Pradeep sir, God,
Yeah.
neither it will come in the near future. Use every word, every technology, every grace. When I was telling him this is a technology, he says, no, it is not a technology. It's a grace given by
Great.
Paramatma, Supreme God. The
Correct.
whole world is created to make us suffer. When you choose a God, you may not get what you want, but you have a pleasant life. Freedom you will feel. It's not about having so much money in your life, so much success in your life. Are you able to enjoy? Are you able to accept what is coming to you? Once you go through the all material, once you use this card, you will have a feeling of it.
Wow, this has been an amazing, amazing conversation, Nitin sir. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for sharing about your experience with God and about your life so passionately. Thank you very much. Got so many beautiful insights and snippets from all the details that you shared. जाने से पहले कुछ भी कहना चाहेंगे लोगों को, anybody who's listening जो परमात्मा को ढूंढ रहा है, who's looking for God, who's looking for the real God.
I tell you, this whole world is created for the purpose for us to suffer. Okay.
Correct.
Now, if you use this Pradeep sir's card, God's book, God's mantra, God's material available on the blog. It may be in terms of audio, in terms of video. Use it. And you may alter whole of your life. There are three issues of life. One is relationship issue. Your relationship with the other person may not be as it is before. It would be often not of a bondage, but freedom. You will know how to give a freedom to other person. And once you start giving freedom, you get a freedom. Your health, you'll be so conscious about your health, and still you'll be enjoying the body. In terms of money, you may not have so much abundance as Mukesh Ambani has, but you have no suffering with the money which you have it. Okay? So, with the God, by being with the God, choosing with the God, you will be, your life would be totally different than what you expect. जो हम मंदिर में जाते हैं, मस्जिद में जाते हैं, जो बताते हैं जो बॉन्डेज है, यहाँ बॉन्डेज नहीं है, फ्रीडम है. ओनली वन थिंग, यू हैव टू चूज गॉड. You cannot choose both God and other things. For 30 days, you can choose it. But I assured you, use card, use alagod.com, use mantra, use book, and go to website, blog, and collect everything what is possible, download it and listen to it. Assured you. And you just tell your friends, this is one I'm using and my life has changed. And God has never asked me to go to, like, when I'm jealous of some of my friends who are doing so much for God. So God says, don't worry, just enjoy whatever you do for
Whatever's
me.
available. Yeah.
So कभी कभी मैं भी उनको बोलता हूँ, मुझे तुमसे बहुत जलन होती है. They do so many things, but God says, okay. When I met him, he never like your life would change. I guarantee you.
How amazing and how beautifully you said कि God को कुछ नहीं चाहिए हमसे, and I think that has been the biggest differentiator. जो even starting में I used to wonder कि नहीं कुछ तो होगा अभी कुछ और आएगा, because इतनी बार आप deceive हुए हो, इतने बार लोगों ने promises किए हैं, you haven't been able to experience what you can see now. And I think that is very intriguing part of this journey, exploring life with God, कि actually God को आपसे कुछ नहीं चाहिए. हम जा रहे हैं God के पास because and there are no words to describe this experience, which has been so profound and beautiful, and now millions of people are associated, connected with God. So I want to
मंत्र ले
end
लो,
this conversation.
एक बार मंत्र ले लो, कार्ड ले लो,
बस
साइट पे जाओ, सब कुछ अवेलेबल है. And I assured you, God doesn't assure you, but I assured you, it'll be quite different than anything.
right.
God मुझे assured करने के लिए ना बोलते हैं, but I assured you, you'll be quite different. और चिन्मयी के जो बोलते हैं ना, change your storyline, change your story. आपका विचार बदलो, दुनिया बदल जाएगी.
Wow. Thank you so much, Nitin sir. Thank you so much for sharing so openly and so passionately. Love your energy. And it's been a lovely conversation. Thank you for your time. For everybody else, pick up this book, Message from God, read it and use this book. More than reading it, use it and see how life changes for you and how your experience of
You
life.
go to alagod.com, everything would be available.
Thank you so much, Nitin sir. Have a great day ahead.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye.
See you. Thank you.
Bye.